I want to be happy. I want to work at a job that is aligned with my purpose. I want to lead a healthy life. I want a fulfilling relationship. We all want amazing things in our lives. However, how many of us are actually able to live the kind of life we think we deserve? How many of us are able to operate at our maximum potential? We want to be limitless. However, there is always something that's stopping us. Often when we put a label on something or someone, we create a limit. The label becomes a limitation, and unfortunately in many cases that becomes someone's reality. There are 3 fundamental mistakes that most of us are making in our lives currently, that only if we could do away with, maybe we could achieve everything we ever wanted. So what are these 3 mistakes? Let's take a look. Number 1. We are not being observant. Most people go through life on autopilot. The problem, however, is when we are on autopilot for so long that we forget we are on one. Because when we are not even aware of our own habits, routines, impulses, and reactions, then we no longer control them. They control us. For example, a person with self-awareness is able to hear that little voice inside his or her head that says, every time my boyfriend or girlfriend does not respond to my text messages, I end up creating many excuses for why they just might be busy and not intentionally ignoring me. I'm justifying their actions by creating a false narrative in my head. Hey, at least now I'm being self-aware of my patterns. Whereas a person without self-awareness would just accept the emotional abuse for years before they realize they need to break up and run. Research suggests that when we see ourselves clearly, we are more confident and more creative. We make sounder decisions, build stronger relationships, and communicate more effectively. We are also less likely to lie, cheat, and steal. We are better workers who get more promotions. Keen observation hence can set you apart. Once we can observe our own thinking patterns, the way we speak, the way others speak and behave, we start making progress towards our goals inch by inch. Number 2. We care too much. Buddha's core insight was that suffering is caused by attachment. In other words, when we care about something, we suffer. Most people spend their time fighting, worrying, trying to change, complain, and analyze things that don't matter and cannot be changed. The reality is that not everything is in your locus of control. There are some things that just happen, and caring about it will only cause you more suffering and sleepless nights. To thrive, one must learn to leave things alone. Let them run their course. Have a deep realization that there is a power greater than your own operating, and sometimes it's okay to give in to it. Number 3. We are not ready to let go of our limiting beliefs. Limiting beliefs are false beliefs that prevent us from pursuing our goals and desires. Limiting beliefs can keep you from doing important things, like applying for your dream job or finding the relationship you really want, especially because so many of our beliefs about ourselves are laden with emotional attachments, insecurities, and baggage that often we must be unraveled before we can challenge the belief. Many people use age as an excuse to not do the things they wish to do. A lot of people think they're too old to go back to school, change careers, start dating again, or even just learn some new skill. Maybe you think you're too ugly to talk to anyone who's even remotely attractive. Perhaps the most unshakable limiting beliefs have to do with what actually exists and what does not exist. Sometimes we choose to believe things that are impossible as a way to prevent ourselves from trying and failing to achieve them. Listen, we consciously or subconsciously could be making these 3 biggest mistakes in our life right now. But hey, remember this. We all have our demons. We all do stupid shit we regret. We all hurt other people at some point. The point is to know about them, accept them as who you are, and then maybe start working on it. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe.